Good morning. Welcome back or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. It's day 13 of Powerful. Today we're going to be standing and using the wall to do deep side bends. And then we're going to balance also in those deep side bends. But first off, we're going to create mobility on the floor. So have your belt handy and we're going to start on the floor and then come up into stand. So come. So lying on your back, your knees are bent, feet are flat on the floor, and just find your spine. Have a sense of the whole of you in this moment. Your clothes, the floor, the temperature of the room, and then you. How is it to be in this moment in your body? Message from Sinead. 1 second. Sorry, guys. She's the boss. Oh, Facebook. Yeah, Facebook is up. Anyways, okay. So lying on your back, knees are bent, feet are flat on the floor. And just get a sense of this moment in your body. Nice. And then just rock your knees from side to side. As you rock your knees from side to side, just feel into the outer hips, the deep inner thighs, the weight of your body as it travels, the effect on your diaphragm, up on the shoulders, how your feet are rocking from one side to the other side. So can you have a moment where you really feel feet flat and then they travel? Feet flat and then they travel. So it's like this little suction cup of my feet goes whoop, and then they travel again, and then they connect, and then they travel. Let's feel that. Connect, travel. We'll be doing this movement later on in a different way. Nice. So draw your right knee up towards you, hug it in, really squeeze it down. And then holding just the right hand on the right knee, begin to play with your left leg so that you begin to lengthen it out and then draw your knee up and just have a sense of how do you extend and really be strong down into that left leg. So long into your left leg. Long into your left leg. Nice. And if you want to, you can reach your left arm overhead. You can either rest it on the floor or you can float it off the floor if your shoulder feels comfortable. Or I'm going to find the angle, better instruction, find the angle that your shoulder is comfortable in. So close to the floor, my shoulder isn't comfortable. I'm kind of at a 45-degree angle there. My shoulder feels, I feel really able here. So find where your shoulder is able and draw your right knee up, lengthen into the left side and pause. Just breathing into your belly. At any stage, drop the left foot, bend the left knee, draw the left arm back. So you're always adapting. If there's an intensity, then change the angle of something. Nice. Bring your left hand to the front of your left thigh. Pause. And then change. Draw your left knee up towards you. Hug it down with both hands. Squeeze it in. Nice. Hold on to it with just one hand, left knee, and begin to lengthen into the right leg, and then draw the right leg up towards you. So you're really finding that, I love that creaky, groany lengthening that happens through the front deep of my hip. It goes, and then bending. And again, lengthening and bending. And then find an angle that your right shoulder feels comfortable. So again, actually this arm, interesting enough, floating just above the floor creates a strain in my arm. So I'm going to have my arm at a 45-degree angle and I feel deeply engaged and able. And I'm not straining my arm in any way. And just pause there. I think what I love about this practice is that I'm always gauging how am I today? Not how am I always, what do I always do? It's like, what's available to me right now? And what can I do with what's available to me? Nice. Bring your right hand to the front of your right hip. And then change. Draw the right knee up. Left leg long, left hand to the front of your hip. Left knee up, right hand to the front of your hip. So I'm cycling one way and then the other, and I'm slightly pushing my hand into my thigh and I'm pulling my knee towards me. So I'm increasing the sensations by using the pressure of my hand down and the pull of my hand in. Let's feel that. How do you really deepen into the lengthening, the connecting, the deepening? Nice. Both feet to the floor. Pause. Nice. So one of the movements we're going to do later on is our knee out to the side. So one way we do that is just draw your knee straight up, and then I'm going to do it sideways for this. So one way we do this. Oh, oh God. Great. Okay. Super. Haven't knocked the house down. So one way we do that is draw the knee straight up and then draw the knee out to the side. So do that. It's like an L shape. Toe touches the floor, knee straight up and out to the side. Knee up and out to the side. So as far as Pythagoras, I think it was, so make and then just a straight out to the side. So end up at the out point without traveling up towards your chest. So I'm just going sideways the whole way. Sideways. And when you get sideways, draw your elbow to your knee and your knee to your elbow, and then stretch your arm long as your foot comes back to center. So elbow goes wide, knee goes wide, and then long. I'm not stretching my leg out long, actually. Just my arm is long, my toe touches the floor. You could go long. I have no space, so I'm going to find a way to go long here in the center. And then side, long, side, long, side. Nice. Other side. So draw the left knee straight up, out to the side, center, down. Straight up, side, center, down. And then just go sideways. So we're connecting the 2 points in a more direct way. Sideways. Now bring your elbow and your knee together sideways and then lengthen. It's very nice doing that. Sideways. Long. If you have a wall in the way, adapt. Long. Sideways. Everything is possible to be a pose. So make do with what you have in your body and also in the space that you're working in. Really become adaptive, creative, resilient to the spaces you inhabit. Great. How cool. So grab your band. We're just going to lengthen out into the backs of our legs. So bring your foot to your band. You can either wrap your band in, do whatever you want. Find a way of connecting your band and your foot, and then hold on with both hands and just gently and steadily draw your leg down towards you. And then let it move away and soften. Even bend your knee a little bit. Draw your leg towards you. And then bend your knee and soften. Draw your leg towards you. Bend your knee and soften. Nice. So draw your leg towards you. Engage into the heel. Feel like your toes are drawing down towards you. You can stay there or lengthen out into the left leg. So always you're adapting. You can have your knee still bent. You can have your foot flat on the floor. How do you create this shape that your wellness fills into today? Breathing into your belly. Pause. Nice. Other side. So lengthen the left leg long. Pull it down towards you. Bend your knee. Long. Bend your knee. Long. Bend your knee. Long pause there. So stretch down into your heel, draw your toes towards you. Feel like you're really engaging. I always find sometimes if something's very intense, I start to leave the limb and I'm kind of a bit overwhelmed by it. So I'm going to soften. This leg can get very intense for me. So I'm going to soften the limb, really inhabit my leg and make the movement a little bit smaller so I can be fully in the movement. And then if you want, you can lengthen the right leg long. See how that is for you. Nice. Cool. So last of these on the floor. Right hand, right band. Oh, band on right foot, right hand only. Bring your left foot to the floor and then draw your right knee out to the side and then come back up to center. Side, center. One last time. Side. Pause there. Nice. Other side. Left leg, band, left hand, side, center, side, center, side, center, and then pause. Nice. So come all the way up to stand. And have your, so if you're using a broomstick, there's a certain point where one of the movements won't be possible. So it's just like they are adaptable, but one of the movements you will need a broomstick. You need a wall, okay? So right hand to wall. And then start by just leaning your hips away from the wall and then leaning your hips towards the wall. So as I do this, I have a sense, I'm going to use a stick for this one. I have this sense of leaning away from the wall and then towards the wall. Away from the wall and towards the wall. So lean away from the wall and bring your hand to your belly. And then lift the right foot 1 centimeter off the floor, only a tiny bit. You're not moving anything except for just lift your right foot off the floor. So I've leaned away from the wall and I've lifted my right foot 1 centimeter off the floor. Bring your right foot to the floor and now see how easy is it, still leaning towards the left with your hips, how easy is it to lift your left foot off the floor? Like for me, I cannot lift my left foot off the floor. Okay, so often when we create structures, there's an automatic place where our weight is traveling, and then other bits of us are free. Okay, okay, so lean towards the wall with your hip. Let your left foot float 1 inch, just 1 centimeter. Nothing big about it lifting. Keep your hips towards the wall. Try and lift your right foot off the floor. Okay, so you'd have to either push deeply into the wall. You couldn't do it just with your legs. Okay, cool. So we're going to bring that in a while. So reach your left hand over towards the wall and lean away from the wall with your hips. And then pull your elbow down towards the left. Lean towards the wall. Elbow down. Lean towards the wall. And earlier we were rocking from side to side with our feet. So notice the moment where you're sideways a little bit, flat to the floor, sideways, flat to the floor. And include the sensation of connecting your feet into the movement. It's very interesting. Nice. So the next time you lean towards the wall, lift your right knee up. Pause. Nice. Foot to the floor. Lean away from the wall. So draw your left elbow down, and then bring your left knee up sideways to touch your elbow. Pause. Nice. So we're going to do that in flow. Reach towards the wall. Reach your right knee up. Elbow down, left knee up, sideways. Reach towards the wall, right knee up. Lean, elbow down, left knee sideways. Reach towards the wall, right knee up. Sideways, down towards the left, sideways. Nice, cool. So reach towards the wall, lift your right knee up, and then turn your foot outwards. And you can even, like if you want, you can try and touch the wall with your toes or your stick with your toes and pause there. If you are near the wall, maybe you solidify with so just feel that. How would you lift your knee as high as possible or lift your foot as high as possible up the wall or the stick that you're holding? Pause. So now I'm so squeezed on the right rib cage, right hip. All the way down. Nice. Take your left hand and touch the wall where the floor and the wall meet. And then reach your left hand really, really up as high as you can. Left hand down, touch the wall, touch the floor and the wall. All the way up. Maybe as you reach up with your left hand, your right foot floats off the floor. Last one, all the way down, pause there. Hand is touching where the wall and the floor meet or somewhere down along the wall. If you're really solid and stable, lift the left foot up off the floor and swing it back behind you. So I'm doing something like this. Nice, foot to the floor. Other side. Wow. Okay, so move your hips away from the wall. Move your hips towards the wall. So my left hand is on the wall or on my stick. Away, towards. So hips move away from the wall. Let your left foot float just a centimeter off the floor. It's very easy to do. Foot to the floor. Keeping the banana shape, try and lift your right foot off the floor. Like, there's just no way I can lift my right foot off the floor for me. And then try the other way. Lean your hips towards the wall, towards the left. Lift the right foot off the floor. It's a free thing. It can move. It can really, it's not part of the stability. Now, try and lift your left foot off the floor. It's like, never. No. So, right hand overhead towards the wall. Right elbow down and sideways. Over and sideways. Nice. Over. When your hand comes over, lift your left knee up. Pause. Nice. And bring your elbow down. Right knee up and wide, sideways. Pause. And then begin to flow. Arm over, lift your left knee up. Elbow down, lift your right knee sideways. Over, sideways. Over, sideways. Last one. Over, sideways. Super. Cool. Bring your right hand down. Touch where the wall and the floor meet. And then rise all the way up. Reach your right hand up. Maybe let your left foot float. All the way down. touch, all the way up, rise. Touch where the wall and the floor meet. Rise, reaching tall. Last one, touch where the floor and the wall meet. Maybe lift your right foot back behind you. Super awesome. Come lie on the floor. All the way down, land on the floor. Pause. Let all that settle. Yum. I love side body, deep hips, side of leg. Just rock your knees from side to side. Let's have a deep sense of this moment in your body. Nice. Grab your belt. Wrap it around both feet. So it's around the ball of your feet. And just pull your feet wide. Pause there. Nice. Keep the belt pulled wide. Bend your knees. Touch the floor with your toes. Stretch your legs up. Draw your feet as close to your face as you can. Bend your knees. Keep your belt pulled wide. Touch the floor with your toes. Lengthen up. Feet towards your face. Continue. Bend your knees. Touch the floor with your toes. Up. Feet towards your face. Bend your knees. Touch the floor. Lengthen up. Nice. Last one. Bend your knees. Touch the floor. Lengthen up. Pause. So just pause there. Flex into your feet. Anchor into your pelvis. Deepen into your breath. Nice. Release. Rest. How do you slow everything down? Feel into your torso. Find your breath. Notice the organ feelings of you. Hunger. Toilet. Hormone. Sensations, anything. What sensations are there? It's like, what sensations are there in my belly? What can I feel? Turn your head one way and turn your head the other way. Super awesome. Wow, that was really yum. That was so lovely. Wow. There's another part of that I didn't get to it, so we'll do that tomorrow. There's another balancey bit to that. It would just have been too long. Thanks so much for joining me, and have an amazing day, balancing all the stuff that you do. You know, being dynamic in your life, connecting, staying with what is well for you, really trusting your sense of wellness in your body, and defining boundaries or balancing all of everything based on that. Have a wonderful day, and thanks for joining me. Ciao, ciao.